Hey guys, welcome back to the Matt-umentary episode 4, when I'm turning Matt from Matt into a sleight of hand god that will stand toe to toe with the greatest magicians of all time. Wish me
not happening.
Wish me luck.
It's not happening. There's no way.
So, you've been practicing your cups and balls that Ryland taught you. You've had a few sessions with Ryland. You've got the cups and balls. You know what you're doing. It's kind of there now,
I wouldn't go that far.
You know what it's there. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of I'm going to give you a help, okay? I'm not taking you straight away to perform it on the streets of Cannock.
Okay.
I don't want to put you in a situation where you're performing to real people and you're not ready. I would never do that to you.
Okay.
However...
Well, I don't like that he's saying... See, the words that he's saying are nice. The tone that he's saying them in is like he's being thoughtful.
Yeah, I am.
But I know you.
No, right, no.
Like, I've still got this horrible feeling in my stomach that I'm not looking like what you're about to say.
No. You are obviously going to be doing it on the streets at some point, because if you can't do it on the streets, you're not going to be able to do it at the bear pit. But you've only learnt it a few days ago. You're still practicing the routine.
Yes, I am.
But I know you've been practicing really hard. So I'm not going to make you do it in front of real people. But I have had an idea.
Why is he smiling like that?
So, what am I doing Monday next week? I'm not in the office all week. Where am I going?
Alakazam.
I'm going to Alakazam. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm filming some stuff down there.
I'm doing the live and all that.
Yeah. Now you, I've noticed, are actually going to be near Alakazam on the Tuesday.
No.
Yeah, you are. You're doing an illusion show with Kat in Dover. I've looked at the route planner because I'm not good at geography. To get from
it's going to be about
here,
40 minutes, I would imagine, from Alakazam.
To get from here to Dover, you've literally got to go past Alakazam. So, I've also looked at the gig. It's 9 till 11 or 10 till 12 or something.
10 till 12.
So you've got to be there about 8:30.
Yeah, which means I've got to leave here at like 3:30 in the morning. My eyes twitching. You see that just thinking about it.
Yeah,
I've got to leave here at 3:30 in the morning and then drive to Dover, do a 2-hour show. It's 4.5 hour drive down there, mind.
I know.
And then drive. Can you see my eye twitching?
That's a Matt problem. That's
you can
not a
see
me
it twitching
problem.
though, right?
Yeah.
It's tiredness, that is, dude.
It's
That's what
tiredness.
happens when you get overtired. Your eyes twitch.
Yeah, well.
And I haven't even. I'm just thinking about doing it.
Yeah, well.
So
yeah, you're going to be doing that. Yeah, you're going to be finished at 12.
Won't stop twitching.
You're going to be finished at 12.
Yeah, I've then got a
get-
4.5 hour drive back.
Load
Bearing
the
in mind,
van,
I've been on the
4.5
road
hour
since.
drive back. Yeah.
And I've been on the road since 3:30.
Yeah. It's going to be tough.
That's well over a day's work.
You know, I don't get you to do any of the stuff that I don't do. You know, I've done a million times things worse than that, and I still continue to this day. However, this isn't about you and your little, oh, woe is me thing. This isn't what this is about. I've arranged with Peter Nardi for you to nip into Alakazam on the way back and perform the cups and balls to Peter Nardi, Harry Nardi, Wayne Goodman,
Fucking hell, why is Wayne going to be there?
because Nemid Phoenix, me, and Andy Smith.
Oh, Andy Smith, the Cups and Balls mogul.
Yeah.
That Andy Smith.
That would be the one.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do you know who Andy Smith is?
Yeah.
So you better be ready.
I'm not ready.
I know you're not. But now I'm giving you something to aim towards. We've only got 3.5 months. This is insanely short amount of time to get you ready for the bear pit.
No shit!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's really...
So you have noticed?
Oh, yeah, I'm totally aware of it. But I'm also aware of what you're capable of. I'm aware of what you
Not
can
keeping
do.
I can't even stop my eye from moving at the moment.
Stop with the sob story. You bring this all on yourself most of the time. You're the one that wants more gigs. You're the one that wants to learn more magic. You're the one that likes to keep busy with acting and singing and dancing and chichiwaring and all of that stuff. So, you're the one, okay? You know, and you can't say that I don't get you to do anything that I don't do. So, you're gonna... I mean...
Other than drive.
Well, maybe not. You're coming to Alakazam. I will already be there. and you're coming and you're filming. We're going to film you doing the cups and balls
in front of
to
Pete,
Alakazam.
Harry, Andy, Wayne, you, and Nemeth.
Yeah. At least Ryan won't be there to be disappointed in you.
Well, I'm sure he'll see the video. I'm guessing you're going to film it.
Of course I am. So I'm giving you a heads up. You've got a few days to get ready. You're not busy this weekend. What?
How am I not busy this weekend?
Got nothing on, have you?
How? What? Since
Okay,
when?
Just a couple of gigs.
Oh.
Okay? This will give you something to aim towards. Because we need to move on. You're not just going to do the cup. We can't spend 3.5 months on the cups and balls. We need to move on.
Well, I might have just about got the hang of it in 3.5 months.
We've got more important things to worry about, like the rest
crap, I've got a show to put together as well.
Yes, exactly. So we can't just keep thinking about cups and balls.
Stop laughing. This isn't funny.
It's hilarious. Right. Go back and sell some shit.
I've been speaking to a couple of people about different things for the show, actually.
Oh, great. We can talk about that next week. But right now, I need your head in your game. And the head is cups and balls. Alakazam, Tuesday.
So this is now going to skip to the footage of me murdering the cups and balls at Alakazam, I'm guessing.
Yeah, let's go watch how badly
Is that what's going to happen?
it up.
Brilliant. We'll fucking enjoy, everyone.
Okay, so I'm here with Matt in Alakazam. Say hi, Matt. Matt's not happy. Matt's really not happy.
Yeah, because look at that.
Let's see who's... So we've got Kat watching, Nemeth, Pete Nardi, and Wayne Goodman, and Andy Smith. Andy, you actually do the cups and balls in your show, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Any advice? You like do it all the time. You've done it for years in your act.
Like years.
And you're like, yeah, a lot of people consider you the king of Rubik's Cubes, right?
Well,
not
yeah.
Rubik's Cubes, sorry, cups and balls.
Cups and balls, yeah.
Any advice to Matt?
Yes,
No. So you're gonna.
What am I doing here? This is nuts.
So you're gonna do the cups and balls, and then we'll get all of these incredible magicians and Wayne to give you advice.
I don't want to do
Well, you got to, because
this. Is so bad.
no, it's not bad yet. It will be in about 5 minutes. Right? Are you ready?
There's a back door in there. I can just run. No. Right, Pete?
No.
No.
Are you ready? I'll introduce you. Don't forget, you got to be a performer. You got to be all excited about this. Are you excited?
No.
Right, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm shaking.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Matt!
Come on, man. Can you all just turn around?
Matt, seriously, come on.
All right, I'm going. Okay,
Let's do
so
this.
we've got 3 cups and we've got 3 balls, right? We put the balls on top of the cups. We take the first ball and we make that disappear. We take the second ball and we make that one disappear. And we take the third ball and drop it on the floor just over there. But then if we click our fingers, all the balls come back. Oh, thank you. But we'll do it a little bit differently. So we'll put that one under there, that one under there, and that one under there. So instead of clicking our fingers on these 3, we're going to do 3 there, and then they all come back under there. Oh, God, this is so much better in practice. But we can also make them go through. So if we do that, click our fingers, the ball comes back under there. We can actually do that there. Oh, for God's sake. I did this so good, just. You're loving this, aren't you?
This is
So
amazing.
much.
This is so good.
Oh, my God. Right, so that... Why is that not working now? Can you come and help me out?
Go on, keep going.
So that one goes there, and then 2 appear under there miraculously. It's weird, isn't it? And then if we do that and that and that, they all turn up under there. Thanks very much. So we'll put them back on. That one we'll get rid of. Pop that one down there. And we'll pop that one down there as well. And we'll pop that one down there. But then what happens is we click our fingers and then it actually appears back just there, which is quite cool. So we'll get rid of that one, drop that one down there, click our fingers and that one comes back just there. And then we click our fingers again and then that one comes back just there. But that's not a big enough finish because Craig said he wanted a big finish. So what we're going to do is click our fingers on that one and then we get a big finish there. Click our fingers on that one and we get a big finish there and that one and a big finish there. But we might be able to go one more. So if we do that, there we go.
Good.
No, it wasn't.
A couple of things. I would take my only advice to be
Give up.
Slow, smooth.
Hang on. Come over here, Wayne. You give him some advice.
Can I slap him? No, slow, smooth is fast. So slow it down.
I was nervous.
And I know you're nervous, right? But the slower you can do it, the smoother it will be, and the faster you'll get. So slow it right down, make it slower, and like Andy said, that thing there, it worked perfectly when you did it slower.
Yeah.
You're trying to rush through it.
And he just went.
You were trying to rush through it because you wanted.
I just want it over with.
Also, it looks better when you do it slower. So when you put the ball in your hand, you make it vanish. The slower you can do that, you haven't got to be like really slow, but the slower you, rather than throwing it, it's gone. It looks like you're juggling. Do it slowly, and it vanishes. And now it's a magical moment as opposed to a confusing. Well, yeah, you maybe vanish through it. I don't know what you did because it was so fast. But if you slow it right down, and now that's gone, and now we take the next ball, and that's gone as well. You do it nice and slowly. It makes more magic.
The irony is, I saw you talking to Ryland last week and giving him advice, telling him to slow down.
Yeah.
But you motored through that, so you know what Wayne's talking about. You just didn't do it.
Yeah.
The thing is, it is a pressure thing, isn't it? When you're pressured, you do go fast. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
So.
That's what she said. Sorry.
But it was, I mean, the structure's there, and it was just a couple of little mistakes, and I think you got away with them.
Oh, you reckon? No one noticed, right?
The thing that I'd say as well is, however much pressure you're experiencing in front of these fine gentlemen here, the bear pit's going to be 100 times more stressful.
I'm aware of that.
Like
I need
100.
you to come with me because as soon as I looked at him, you just went.
Yeah.
I
What
was
advice
like,
have you got, Andy? Feel free to be brutal.
Andy helped all you lot.
Yeah, I
fell
think
in.
the thing is, you don't need to remember the ball's going to go in the cup. You don't need to tip your hand down. It only needs to go a short amount of distance. Let's have a look.
Ah, here we go.
Masterclass.
No, not at all. But when the ball's here, that's the amount of distance that you have to go. You don't have to throw it up in the air. Yeah, and you don't have to tip your hand completely over to let that fall inside. It's literally there. All right, that's not tipping it down too far. As soon as that's there, that's in and back down onto the table. So if you were lifting this up, right, that is enough room for that to then go underneath the cup, so you don't have to go up here.
When you've got the ball here, how are you holding it?
Well, it depends on the size of the ball, but there is good, because then if you think about it, like from this side, if I do this, that's the amount of room that it then needs to go for then it to be covered. Yeah, so you're only literally doing that into there. All right, because if you do that and you throw the ball up in the air, then your hand, because this is quite a weighty cup, the natural inclination is that your hand drops like that and then this rolls inside. So for lay people, the immediate thing is something must have rolled in there. Whereas if you've got it like this, yeah, it kind of belays that sort of situation. They don't think, well, actually, he's not tipping something in, because you're not. You're literally
kind of
loading it
forget that you
under
moved the cup, because it just looks like you're taking the ball.
Yeah,
You're just tipping it.
yeah. So the action, if there was no loading there, that's all I'd have to do. Yeah. So you want to try and minimise that by having this here. That's it. Yeah, and then into the hand. Same with these. If you're bringing these up, I know you're loading from underneath there, but you would normally have it here, wouldn't you? Yeah. So if you keep this close to your body here and you bring this up, yeah, this becomes your line here to then cover. So if I was standing from here, for example, and there was a ball here, and I put something away in my pocket, I've stolen that, then that's all I need to do.
Bloody hell, that was good, wasn't it?
But that's the only thing that I would say. I think, like Peter said, you've got the structure of the routine there down. You know, the structure of the routine there is down, and that move that you did there was beautiful, really, really well timed.
That's Ryland's.
But
You've
He
did
taught me
really
how
well.
to do
You've,
it.
learned, you've got the moves.
But
as
you,
well. You've
yeah,
got the
you got it.
moves.
You got it there. But yeah, going back to the final load. Obviously, if this was underneath here and we were putting something away and then stealing this, again, that's all that needs to go there.
That's crazy.
What was the other thing I was going to say? It would also maybe be worth, if you're loading one of the big loads into here, load from this hand and then maybe do something like that for it, and it's just like a little bit of a flourish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So you've got revelation here, you've stolen the bigger load here, load that, and then maybe chuck that over as you put that down and put that away. Because then it looks again like something can't be loaded on there because you've just thrown it from hand over to hand.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would try and avoid the throwing up in the air thing, because all that happens is people go like that, and when you start performing it, or if you're performing it for lay people, all that happens is they go, well, he must have put something in there because I was looking at the ball up in the air there, and you know, and this sort of tipping action, you just want it to roll, literally, just let it roll in. You don't need to tip it too far.
Also, with the pressure you're going to be under, like in the bear pit, throwing it up in the air, you're going to drop it. You know what I mean? You don't need that extra pressure of having to catch it and then scramble around the floor to pick it up or whatever. You know what I mean? That's more than sufficient. Vanish it, move to the next one.
You'll have it down by the bear pit.
Yeah. The
Got no choice, have you?
how many
No.
is it just one ball head?
Yeah.
One ball head.
Yeah.
There's a ball knocking
Somewhere.
around somewhere. Yeah. I don't know where that went.
I'll put it in my pocket.
Have you got it?
No, I don't think. No, I haven't got it.
It's on the floor somewhere. We'll find it.
Have you lost Ryland's balls?
I've lost one of them.
Brilliant. He's going to love you for that.
No, I haven't. It's here. I got it. There you go.
So you're starting with one in the middle and then three in the top, yeah?
That's it.
So maybe
One at the bottom, three in the top.
one in the bottom, three in the top. So I would maybe start with, well, you can start with the exactly the same way. So put the balls out. They see this moment here. Do the first one like this, and then again throwing a flourish. So maybe like the cup through cup, yeah, or just something like that. So do like maybe just a frustration point here. So you put the first one down. So don't show the first one. Put it down. Then do like the frustration as you put that one down. Or I don't want to do it with these, but you can do like the cup through cup thing, where you do that, and then yeah. So have you been shown this bit?
No.
Okay. So what's going to happen is that you've got that there. So you would show the front of the cup, take the bottom cup, and then as you drop this, you're going to catch that one. All right. So you're going to release it and drop it like that. But they see this empty as well. So it's sort of like show it, then you take this, do that, and then you can show it again. So you're doing this. So you're showing it, then you're taking the bottom cup, doing that, and showing essentially the same cup again.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so maybe just like a flourishy bit at that point.
Yeah, that would be good, actually.
Williamson had and I daren't do it with these, but if you don't mind me trying it, I'll do it.
Go for it.
Williamson had this thing that what he would do is he would show it, then he would do this, and then he would toss that over the top. So you throw in like a juggling bit.
I excited one through as well. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
You're not using a wand in this, are you?
No.
Yeah, you could do it with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I could give him a wand, Andy.
yeah, I mean the wand just helps if you're going to use it in the routine to do that sort of move or do any of the vanishes, and it helps. But if it's not going to help with any of the vanishes, I won't worry about it.
Let's not worry about it then.
Yeah. But yeah, what's happening here is I'm going to tip this to the front, take hold of the bottom one, then I'm going to essentially look like I'm dropping this through, but I let go of the bottom one like that, so it looks like it penetrates through. And then what's going to happen is you kind of throw this, and it's going to do that. All right, so it kind of looks. Yeah, see, I don't do it all the time, especially with heavy cups. Like that. Don't take long.
It's not that difficult, and it adds a nice flush. It looks flushy and fancy, but actually it's not.
Yeah, so you do it.
If you did that now, you'd get it straight away.
No,
You
I
literally
wouldn't.
you let go of the
Yeah.
top one. As it hits the other glass, you let go of the bottom one. and it looks like it penetrates through it.
Yeah,
it's,
and then
it's an optical illusion, but it looks very good.
If you do the throwing thing, all that's going to happen is you hold it like this, and then as you throw it, kind of tip your hand back, and it does that. So there, through, like that.
I think you should try it.
I think you should shut up now.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
What now?
Try that.
What better time to do it than with
A whole bunch of people that are a million times better than me. Yeah, what? And the camera pointed at me. What better time could there be? Not when I'm at home on my own and I could just mess it up as many times as I want.
Nope.
Not
We're
then.
still talking.
So take the one off the bottom.
That's it.
Do that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I told you.
Yay.
I told you.
Yep.
Slow down.
Hey.
Hey, but slow down a little bit more.
Again, you're going too quickly.
Yeah. So just
So show the top one.
yeah. So you're going to tip the front down like that first. Then take the bottom one, do the cut through cut,
Nice.
and then you're going to show straight. Perfect.
And now show it again. See what I mean?
Beautiful.
And just
That
as
was
a little
really
bit
well
of,
done.
Yeah, really well done.
I mean, that's after about a week's practice.
If we're
Well,
a good
is it
set-
really a week though?
if we're a good
Because
set
I've
to
been getting up at
practice
3:30 in the morning and driving to sodding Dover. So.
with, Matt, if we're
But-
a good set to practice with.
Oh God.
They're
it
probably
is-
more your level.
They're for like infants. Brilliant. Love it.
Going back to the island, you might not notice.
Yeah, I'll just swap them over.
I've got a feeling he will. Those are the cups that he was presented by Michael J. Fitch at the Magic Circle
okay,
convention.
yeah.
I think Michael got them from Alakazam.
Did you?
Yeah.
That-
Any,
That was really good though. Really good.
so, any advice off you, Nam?
The bits that you did good, do those. The bits that you fucked up, don't do those so much.
It's just like an oracle of knowledge, isn't he, Ned? Just an absolute oracle. Thanks so much for your helpful words of wisdom, as always. I really do appreciate it.
I've got a little bit of advice for you actually. This is something that I've found helped me.
Is
in
it
the past.
don't be shit?
No. Every time you're at home doing it,
Yeah.
film it. And then watch it, and then film it, and you will spot.
And send it to you
No,
so you can laugh at
don't
it.
send it to anybody. But you will spot yourself the mistakes you're making, and you'll see it from the angle that they're looking at.
Yeah.
So if you watch back video and you go, right there, I'm flashing the
or-
ball, so I need to hold my hand out a bit, and you will get better from watching it afterwards. And then if you take the very first one you film and the very last one you film in a couple of weeks or months' time, you will see night and day difference
Yeah.
between the two.
That
When-
actually doesn't sound like a bad plan. to
No,
me.
because think
Don't
about
tell me
this
I've
for a
got to
minute.
start doing video diaries from home.
Probably.
No,
No,
don't
think about this. Like, you've been working with Ryland now for a few weeks on stage performance and stuff.
Yeah.
And you've worked with him on the cups and balls and made his cups and balls routine better before you knew how to do the cups and balls.
Yeah, his speech, the
Yeah, but also the speed and the
speed
speed and everything you've worked with him on as well. So watching your own performance is you're gonna, like Wayne says, you're gonna realise what's wrong and you'll know what to do to fix it.
Yeah, I think that's good advice, actually. I was expecting a joke, but he's actually said something useful for once.
So what he doesn't realise is that next week we're taking him down Covent Garden for him to do it at Covent Garden.
Nice.
Who?
You?
Wayne.
No,
And
you.
you.
I've already
I'm not going to
organised
Covent
it.
Garden
Yes, you are.
in a week.
Yeah.
I've seen the guys at Covent Garden. They're amazing.
They
I'm
are.
not going to be ready to do this at Covent Garden in a week.
Yes, you will.
Like,
Have you ever heard of the premise of the deadline?
Yeah, but I haven't got, like... It's not a week, though, is it? I haven't got a week. If I had a week, give me a week off work, and I'll be fine.
No, you don't get a week
Exactly.
off
So
work.
I haven't got, like...
No, of course you will, because you need to, so you'll be glad.
I've got, like, a night off
You'll be
between
fine.
now and next week.
You'll be
It's
fine.
busy Tuesday, Wednesday. It'll have to be the Monday.
Yeah.
5 days from now.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
You see what I have to go through?
Well, before you leave Alakazam, I get Andy's number and give him a call. And
Andy would regret that massively.
right.
Here's your wand. Great catch. Great catch. Oh, God.
Say bye.
Yeah, bye.
Well, that went well.
No, it didn't.
I have to
The
admit.
worst thing about it is, right, the worst thing about it
Just
is...
let me just tell people, it's now Friday. He filmed this on Tuesday, then came straight up to the office. He's been in the office on Wednesday and Thursday while I've been filming with Alakazam and Murphy's. And now it's Friday. I'm back in the office for the first day this week. And now we're having the first chance to catch up. Go on. The worst thing is...
The worst thing about it is, right, I was in there.
You're in there.
I got the cups and balls.
It was very bad.
No, I practiced. I did a practice run before you turned the cameras on without anybody there. And it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I wouldn't say great. Maybe great's a bit of an exaggeration. I got through it, didn't drop the balls.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Pete and Andy and everybody walked in, just my head just fell off.
Right, okay. You're looking at things from a very negative point of view. There's two ways to look at everything, a negative or a positive.
I dropped the fucking balls on the floor.
Right, okay. So the negative is you were rather shit. My favourite part, and if people are watching...
It was
If people are watching this, go back and watch the first phase where he's vanishing the balls. He never actually opens his hand to show they've gone. He just goes, the first ball's gone, and then he just picks it up and it was just dreadful. But look, that's the negative.
Panicked.
That was the negative. The positive is you manned up and you did it in front of some legends in the UK Magic community. And also, you got some invaluable advice from Andy. He was really helping.
Yeah, Andy was.
Yeah.
Andy was lovely.
Yeah.
And Pete was lovely.
And Wayne. Wayne was good. He gave you some really good advice.
Yeah, after he was taking a piss out of me.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then, what were you and them doing?
I was filming.
You were leaning against the wall at one point. You were laughing that hard.
It was very funny.
Nem was against the door, like he could barely stand up. I don't think I've ever seen Nemed laugh, but he was honestly like dying. He could barely breathe. Can you hear it on the video?
No.
Nemed struggling for breath as I die on my arse in front of all these amazing magicians.
Yeah.
He thought it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah. It was.
Is the camera like all over the place? I haven't seen the video. Is the camera all over the
A
place
little
at
bit.
points?
A little bit.
That's him laughing.
It was funny.
So yeah, Andy, amazing. Really, really nice. Really kind of supportive, even though I completely screwed it up. Pete, obviously, is just a diamond of a guy and would never say anything negative to me. He was really lovely. Wayne obviously had his digs, which I was expecting, but then came through with some, quite decent advice at the end. You and Nemed.
I'm your mentor. You
Dicks,
wouldn't be where
Dicks.
you are now if it wasn't for me mentoring you and pushing
Yeah,
you.
if it wasn't for you, I would have been standing in Alakazam, dying on my arse in front of some of the best magicians in the country.
Yeah, and all of those magicians know who you are. If it wasn't for me...
Yeah, the bellend that can't do the cups
If
and
it
balls.
wasn't for me, you'd be still trying to book a magician now for your wedding. Come on.
What wedding?
Exactly, you don't need a wedding. Here's the thing. Focus. You've got some great advice there. And you had the balls to go and do it in front of them. And it wasn't total shite. And you're right, I was watching you rehearse before you did it on camera, and you did a really good job. What happened is you let the nerves get to you. But here's the thing. That's going to be what happens at the bear pit if you don't make sure that you're ready.
I'm aware of that.
So we need to work hard at getting you ready, because performing in front of 7 people at Alakazam is nothing compared to performing in front of hundreds of people in the bear pit.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah? So you're doing good.
I've always been better at performing in front of people I don't know than people I do. I've always said, even when I was in bands and stuff growing up, I'd rather perform to 3,000 people than 200 people that I know. It's so much harder performing to like friends and stuff. For me, always has been. I can disassociate if I don't recognise the faces when I look out into the audience. I've stood there on stage at the O2 Academy in Birmingham and looked out over a sea of people when I was with my band. Didn't feel anything at all. Nothing. And then all of a sudden, I caught a glimpse of somebody I knew in the audience, and my heart just went because it was somebody I know. It was horrible. The horrible, horrible, horrible feeling.
So looking up
That
and
you're
then seeing
going
all
to-
of you
well,
stood there, I'm like, oh.
Get over
God.
it, because you're going to see people you know at the bear pit.
I know. When I get into the bear pit, if I know you, don't look at me.
What is it that Ryland says? Just imagine everyone naked.
How
Ryland,
would he even know what people look like naked? He's 10.
just imagine it's what a 10-year-old imagines people look like naked.
Like an action man without his clothes on.
I don't know. That's the advice he always gives people when he gets asked the question. He says, imagine everyone naked sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, but he's obviously heard that from somewhere.
Yeah, but he does it himself. I know he does.
How? How would he know what people look like naked?
I know he imagined Simon Cowell sitting on the toilet naked.
Well, I'd rather not, if I'm honest.
And then he said, I said, how did you cope with the judges in AGC? And I said, I imagined them naked. And he went, yeah. I went, even Heidi Klum. And he went, yeah. I went, oh, draw a picture.
Yeah. Seeing Heidi Klum naked would be okay.
That'll be all right.
I saw her in a lift.
Did you?
Yeah, I took a
Did she
lift
say hello?
ride with Heidi Klum. She did actually. She's lovely. Really
Yeah,
nice.
She is very nice. isn't
Really,
she?
really nice girl.
Do you believe she's 50 odd?
I know.
Amazing. Anyway, it's not about Heidi Klum.
It should be. We should just do a whole documentary about Heidi Klum instead. We get way more watches. Get way more views.
So I did say at the end of Alakazam,
Yeah. My eye's still twitching. It's been doing it for like a week.
I did say at the end of the
So
little
tired.
session at Alakazam that you were going to, I was going to get you to perform at Covent Garden.
I don't remember what you said.
Covent
Like-
Garden. I am, but I'm going to leave it a couple of weeks.
Well, when are we supposed to do Covent Garden?
It's going to be fine. We've got plenty of time. We're going to leave it, though, for a couple of weeks, purely because I want you to nail the cups and balls. I'm not going to be keeping going on about this every week. I've got the cups and balls, I'm telling you right now, are going to make up the second half of your bear pit performance. You've got...
I've only got like 8 to 10 minutes.
You've got 6 to 8 minutes.
6 to 8 minutes. And it takes what?
It takes 4 minutes when done properly.
I think I got it done in about a minute and a half.
You did. You rushed it like everyone was telling you. You need to slow down, which ironically is what you always tell Ryland.
Yes, it is. That's the main piece of advice I give Ryland whenever we're rehearsing anything. Is just slow the hell down.
Yeah, and then you just went like flash forward.
Which I never do. I never like panic like that ever. Like, I never panic like that.
I know.
When I'm performing, even if I'm dying inside, I don't do that. I don't
But it's
panic. I don't
because you're out
freak
your
out.
comfort zone.
But it is massively out of my comfort zone.
And that's because you're doing stuff. If I told you to do Stebbins in front of those people, you would have done it fine, no problem. If I'd told you to take your little dice out and do that in front of them, you'd have done it fine, no problem.
Or sing
the
a
whole
song
point
or
of this
whatever, yeah.
is helping you grow. You know, the whole point of the Matt-umentary is taking you to the next level. And that involves teaching you the stuff that you don't do, which is this sort of stuff. Like I said at the beginning, you've coasted a bit, and now we're going to uncoast you. So
Which
I'm going to give you...
because apparently that means I'm human.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm going to give you a couple of weeks to practice the cups and balls. I've got you a really nice set, which I will give you this weekend. But I've got you a really nice cups and balls set. Practice the cups and balls. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Practice, practice, practice. Next week, we're going to start working on your show. Because we don't have much time. So you're going to be doing a 35-minute show at the House of Secrets, right?
35 now.
35, 40, 45, I don't know, whatever. Somewhere between
We'll
35
just
and
keep it at
45.
35.
You're doing one half, Rye's doing the other half. What I want you to do for next week, I want you to come up, because the thing about the show is it has to come from you. It has to come from a place of you. So what I want you to do, because I can suggest stuff to you, but I'm going to suggest stuff that I would do. I'm going to suggest stuff that would work for me. And the stuff that works for me doesn't necessarily work for you. You know what the House of Secrets looks like. You know the size of the room. You know the stage. You know the place that you've got to work with. You know everything. You know the audience that are going to be there. So what I want you to do for next week, as well as practicing the cups and balls, is very simply, I would like you to put together a list of tricks that you want to do in your show.
Effects or tricks?
Tricks. I want you to do some research. Look at different performers that you respect. Look on Penguin Magic, look on Alakazam, look on Vanishing Ink, and find me a list of tricks that you want to do that you think fits within your character. I also want you to come back next week and tell me what your character's going to be. I have an idea of what it's going to be because it's probably going to be an extension of what you do close up, but I'd like you to tell me to very specifically sum up in 2 sentences what your character is, because your character will define the tricks that you do. Tom, have you ever seen Tom Crosby, the nerd, the performing nerd?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so Tom's great.
I played on the same stage as Tom, didn't we?
No? When?
Oh, no, that wasn't Tom. No, I'm thinking of somebody else.
I don't think you've seen Tom. Tom is the performing nerd. He looks like a nerd. He performs like a nerd. He is a nerd. And he's genuinely a nerd, as well as it being his character.
I think
Kimmo and Tom could be very different.
Yeah.
But the point is, Tom is a nerd. So all of his tricks are based around him being a nerd. So it's stuff like tricks with Trivial Pursuit cards, and he's memorized all of the questions and the answers. Rubik's Cubes, because he's a geek and he solves Rubik's Cubes. Memorizing really long, complicated books. And he doesn't even come across as a magician. His tricks are selected based on the character in which he portrays. Once you understand your character on stage, you're going to understand the tricks that you do. And some of the tricks that you want to do might not be appropriate. So, for example, one of the big tricks that we do in the Slightly Unusual show is my YMCA routine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would fit you.
No, I love doing it. It's hilarious, but
I don't think it would fit you as a solo performer on stage.
No, probably
I don't think it's something that you could carry off on your own. You could do it. I know you could do it. And you've gone and done cabaret shows under the Slightly Unusual brand, and you've done it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's what you want to have people perceive you as. Same with, when you do a show on your own under Slightly Unusual's brand, you do fizz roulette. You do the fizz, the can roulette thing
I
by
love
Sean
that,
Hayden and Paul Harris. Great trick, but again, I don't know if that would fit you as a solo performer. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. So next week, I want you to come with a 2 or 3 sentence sum up of exactly what your character is on stage and what you want the audience to perceive you as. Excuse me. And also, I want you to come up with a list of tricks. What we're then going to do is we're going to take those tricks and we're going to see which ones are appropriate and which ones aren't. And then we're going to create a set list and we're going to start putting this stage show together. Whilst at the same time, I want you to carry on working on the cups and balls, because at some point I'm going to sit down and I'm going to say, right, 2 days' time, you're performing it at Covent Garden, or you're performing it in Cannock, or you're performing it somewhere. The next step with the cups and balls is you performing a live performance outside somewhere. I might even take you to Smoke and Mirrors and get you to do like 10 minutes on stage before Mark Bennett, just doing the cups and balls. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might pull in a few favours. But be prepared.
And learn everything you've ever released for London Magic Convention.
Obviously, you have to learn everything I've ever released for the London Magic Convention. Carry on selling shit in the office. Do all the gigs that you've got to do. And all of the acting stuff that you have to do as well.
And all the murder mysteries that I've got coming up. That I've got scripts to learn.
Yep.
And all the other stuff that I do as well.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
Yep. So, we're going to be filming this probably Monday or Wednesday next week.
Somebody needs to find out how many holiday days I've got left.
Not many.
Because I'm going to need to take some time to just sit at home and learn magic tricks all day.
Not many, because you killed yourself going around Europe on a bike.
I didn't kill myself.
You came back more tired than you were when you left.
Oh, I'm tired, yeah. I didn't die, though.
No, but you killed yourself, as in you were like...
It was a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Over 3,100 miles in 11 days.
Exactly. It's insane.
On a naked bike. I know you don't know what that means. But it's not an adventure, but it's not a touring bike. The style of bike that I have is called a naked, because there's no fairings on it, there's no windscreen, there's no wind protection.
What's a fairing?
Forget it, doesn't matter.
Okay. I don't really care, I was just being polite. Right, okay, so I know magic tricks, I don't know bikes. That's just whatever. Your bike's naked, who cares? Right, so here's what I want you to do. So for next week, you're going to bring me a list.
So I need to define who I am as a performer and what in you want, 2 sentences.
What you want the audience to see you as, yeah?
And what the audience would see me as. I need to come up with a set list of stuff that I want to do, and then you're going to tell me why none of it will work.
No, we're not going to do that. We haven't got time to do that. A lot of it we'll take on board.
I've got to carry on getting the cups and balls to a standard where I can perform it in front of people.
Yep.
I've got to learn every trick that you've ever released.
Yep. Although I am going to be on the stand with you, so,
And everything else that I have to do in life.
Yeah.
I better get going then.
Welcome to season 2 of
and
the
I've got to go
Matt-umentary.
and sell some shit for you.
Go on in. Oh, you look so unhappy.
I'm just tired. I'm so tired.
Leave a comment down below and just let Matt know how shit his Cups and Balls performance was for Peter and Harry Nardi.
I'm aware
Because
of how shit it was. You don't need to tell me.
In the
You
entire
don't need to-
history of YouTube, I don't think there's anything that's been more offensive to Magic than Matt's performance in this video.
It wasn't great. I will admit it wasn't great. I
No,
panicked.
no. It wasn't great. That's like saying Hitler was a bit naughty.
Don't compare my Cups and Balls routine to a freaking dictator.
Kind of similar.
No, it isn't.
Made me feel the same way inside.
I just dropped one of your son's balls. I didn't like. I didn't do anything like. No one died.
You did.
Yeah, I died.
Oh, God. We'll be back again next week,
It's
guys.
not happening again though.
What?
There's no fucking way that's happening.
Yes, Matt! Yeah! Oh, sorry. Yes! It's not happening
If I've still
again!
got teeth left,
Man the fuck up!
it's not happening again.
Yes! It's
There's
not
no
happening,
way.
dude.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I don't like Mopey Matt.
it's not happening.
Nobody likes Mopey Matt.
It's not happening again.
It's not happening.
There's no way.
It's not happening.
Again.
There's no way. You're gonna do this shit.
That's not happening again.
Say bye.